That's an awfully big assumption. What if they never boarded the Pilgrim's sail at all? What if none of them perished in that fire? That begs the question, who was on that ship? Who started the fire and spread the rumors about the Golden Anthem? Another poet, intimately familiar with the poets of the Golden Anthem, you say? If such a person exists, then why haven't the Golden Anthem stepped forward to prove their innocence? No, that's not it. This will take the story in the wrong direction.
Is that what you think? Well, that's one way to look at it. But it wasn't ever the poet's intent to curse Renacita. No. It was the Order and others who cursed their works, then deliberately spread them as forbidden works to the public. But why? If their aim was to silence you for knowing the truth about the Blessed Maiden and Imperator, it was a clumsy attempt. Monsters breed fear. And perhaps fear is exactly what the Order of the Deep and this puppet master want to see. It seems we've become pawns in Fenrico's and this puppet master's game. The more I think about it, we too have become the very ones to curse Renacita. Our crime was the same as the poets. Blasphemy. Our family wasn't like the Phassalias, deeply rooted in tradition. Nor were we like the Mantellis, wielding power. We simply did what we thought was right, preserving everything for those who would come after us. Compared to the Order, we were just a tiny speck of dust. Even if we'd kept the secret, they would have discovered it eventually. They would seize what the poets left behind and lock it away. Maybe if Father hadn't taken in the poet's legacy, the Toccata family would have escaped this fate. Perhaps none of this would have happened. If so, wouldn't it have been wiser to surrender it all to the Order back then? The fate of the Toccata family might have taken a different turn. But when you face the Order of the Deep and their false divinity, our fate is no longer ours to control. This is how it all started. A mysterious person showed the poets the truth about the Sentinel. Then they decided to become Knights of Ragusa. Back then, besides the conductor, there were others who helped organize things. That was us, the Toccata family. It didn't take long for the Order to notice us. To keep everyone safe, they gave my father a key to a study. Inside, there were papers that could have destroyed the Order, if anyone would even believe them in the first place. It was blasphemy, but my father didn't hesitate. He took the key right away. As you've already seen, I was also banished. You've probably heard a lot about the Pilgrim's sail from Brant. Usually, the food and water in those ships aren't enough to get the people where they need to go. Even if they made it, the cold would get them. But on that ship, the Order made sure there was nothing. No food, no water, nothing. And there were only 3 fools on board. As for the fire, the poets started it themselves. In the past, everyone thought they were brilliant cantors. But inside, only they understood how fake and arrogant all their poems and music really were. In their last moments before death, the poets just wanted to leave something real behind. But it was so cold out at sea, and wood for fire was already running low. So they set the cabin on fire, and met their ends in the flames. In the world they dreamed of, poets would no longer be shackled, and everyone could sing freely. That was their wish for the future when the curtain fell. With our bodies to fuel the fire, the ensuing inferno shall forge Raguna's true gold. But the Order was afraid. They didn't want any loose ends. So they went to salvage the ship's wreckage. The Golden Anthem gave my father the key. At first, he wouldn't let me near it because I was too little. It wasn't until my mother, my uncle, and the rest of my family were one by one escorted onto Pilgrim's sails. Then, it was his turn. I still remember the day he handed me the key. The smile on his face.
Don't see it as a burden, my child. Remember, true courage isn't hiding it away in your heart. Raise it like a torch, just like the sun, so it can light the way for others. Only this kind of courage can rid your father of the cowardice he showed toward you and your mother. Never forget, you are a Takata.
Father wanted to tell everyone. So the Order put him on a pilgrim sail with the same charges. And that was the last time I saw him. Later, after I became a wandering bard and poet, I started to feel what was in the melodies of the poets and my ancestors. A sincerity like none other. I wrote songs, weaving the stories my father and the poets discovered into musical scores. But what awaited me was the Order's banishment. The Poet Society and our family could never prove whether the Sentinel's form is really that of a celestial steed. All we could do was hold on to our suspicions and the possible truth, waiting for someone to prove it. Now that someone has come, he has reached the inverted tower. Now I have that choice again. Do I reveal the truth? Always worrying about my next meal, wandering from place to place, being chased by acolytes. I'm used to it, but this time, I have you and my friends with me. I can't let you all repeat my fate. If we step onto that stage tomorrow, the Order will not stand idly by. He might even come after you and Carlotta.
Like I said, the truth exists to be uncovered. I've made my choice. And once everyone hears the truth, I believe no one will question the choices you all made in the past. There are hints of the sea inside Jacona's melodies. You should take greater pride in being a poet.
Thank you. Thank you for understanding everything. Let's open the doors. I hope this time, the story ends differently.
Leave it to me.
Wind rises! The wicked will face judgment! The wicked will face judgment! I am the Tempest!
Thanks for watching!
Hopefully this helps.
Seeing is believing. Better get serious. Let the show begin!
Hopefully this helps.
Will face judgment! Annihilation!
Hopefully this helps.
The wicked will face judgment! Wind howls, unfettered by bounds! Wind rises! Tempest of slashes! The wicked I will be there for everyone.